Yes, people, welcome to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Yan City. I don't know if Ryan's frozen or not, or he's just that disappointed after getting pammed 4-1 at home. And also, you get me, my broski, my brother, you get what I'm saying, and that Tox is in the building, but I think he's froze as well. I think they both froze. Am I lying? Yeah. I think they both froze. No, That's mad. Are you alive? Tox is froze. Tox will be back with us shortly, but yo, yeah, here he is. He just added back, okay? And now he's gonna mute. Yeah, we can hear you fine in that, fam. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Are you good, Ryan?
Right, is that like a trick question? How are you doing? Oh yeah, I'm great. Yeah, got a great result today.
Yo, Ryan, this is therapy settings, innit? You get what I'm saying? We had a Spurs fan here who was big up my boy Slav, who was complaining about Mourinho. I've complained many a times on this channel about my manager and my team. And you get me? This is what it's here for, innit? This is therapy settings, you get what I'm saying? Where you can get stuff off your chest and feel better, innit? Did you not get beat by Brighton and you was miserable? And after the show, you was feeling great. Am I lying?
Yeah, you guys did cheer me up. To be fair, I felt worse after the Brighton one than this one, to be fair.
We're going to get into why that is, innit? But yo, love to everyone who's locked in. Big up everyone who's supporting the channel. Much, much, much appreciated. We have hit 2K. We are deciding on when we're doing this 2K party also, because we've hit 2K subscribers. So love to everyone. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share it across all socials and subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, hit the notification bell also. Also, the Sarcasm City TV membership is now available. So underneath this video and every other video, the link is there in it. There's great perks there in it. So there you go. Man said do a Super Bowl watch along. I don't watch the Super Bowl. That being said, I might do a watch along regardless in it. I might just get waved and do a watch along. I don't know yet. If you're watching on Twitter, I don't know. I might do. If you're watching on Twitter, me and Tox might do one. I don't know. It might be too late for him. I'm not sure in it. But I'll see what he's saying. But I'm not sure. Tox is there smiling. Were you smiling about, fam? What joke did you just crack on your wifey or son and that? What did you just do?
Nothing, man. Like, yo, today's a funny day, isn't it?
I know you well, in it. Yo, big up everyone in the comments though. Tox, what you saying? You good first and foremost?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'll ask you that because you have to tell the people. Obviously, we literally just did a live stream in it, like not too long finished. You get what I'm saying? Time flew. Big up Torstein S, who says, hey, he dropped this beforehand, innit? Man dropped this before the show, and that salute to you. Big up Jamie Alex. Abdallah saying Klopp got humbled. Klopp lost the game before he started.
This is mad. Joe, not even humbled.
FT says big up. Bradley, shout out to Bradley. He says big up Yan and the Mandem. I can't wait for Ryan to slander the whole Liverpool team like my brother did. Kiki says, like I said, do a Super Bowl watch along. I might do. I don't know. It depends. I might do.
I got it on in the background now, innit?
He says Liverpool need a defensive right back. Do you know when it starts? The actual Super Bowl.
It looks like it's about to start now, yo. It looks like they're about to kick off or whatever.
Here's what it is, man. Run. Root against the Bucks. Can't have the Glazers winning. I'm with you in that, innit? Against the Bucks, innit? If it's the Glazers team and that. But yeah, if you haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, this is a show where you can ask any sporting questions because we get asked a lot of sporting questions. So any sporting question you have, you can ask past or present, any sport. It doesn't have to be football, any sport. But there's only one place to start after City beat Liverpool 4-1 at Anfield. And that's with the Liverpool fan of the show. Ryan, your thoughts on today's game, please.
Look at you.
She's itching for it. Look at her.
Yo,
she's
laughing at you, Ryan.
Ryan, see how she's laughing at you. Laughing it. Lay it out now, innit? See how she's showing all them teeth and that. She's showing all them teeth. Ryan don't have that. She's laughing at you and your team and that. That's me, you're onto me.
To be honest.
You know what I'm saying? See how she tried to do. I would laugh openly though. See how she tried to hide it. Yeah, that's terrible. That's true. Tell her, Ryan.
I'm not even laughing at that.
So you're laughing at something else, yeah? Yeah, sure. Go on, Ryan. Sure, innit? You know what I'm saying? She didn't even have the decency to turn her camera off from. You know what I'm saying? She just laughed in your face. Disrespect. But go on. Look at her, she's still laughing at you now. As soon as you're about to start, she didn't even let you get your bars off.
What even let him talk?
Even let you talk. She laughed before she even heard what you had to say. Don't have it right. Don't stand for that. Slew her back. Look how funny she finds it. Look at it. She's changing color, fam. You get what I'm saying? Don't have it.
Red cheeks and that.
Red cheeks, red forehead and that. You know what I'm saying? Don't have it. Don't have it, yo. Don't have it, yo. You man are the champions and she treating you like you chumps. You know what I'm saying? Don't have it, Ryan.
Nah,
You can stand in your
we're
team,
not
but she can't.
champions anymore, man.
Yeah, they're not
Even
acting
raining-
like champions either, innit?
They're
Yo,
not
go on,
acting like
Ryan.
Go on, Ryan, innit? Sorry after that rude interruption. Carry on, innit?
Nah, this is the most pathetic title defense I've seen, maybe apart from Chelsea in like 2015, but like
Nah, this is worse
It's
than
just-
Chelsea, innit? I just seen a stat in it that said Liverpool are 27 points off where they was last season, which is the worst title defense ever in it. So just to add that in there,
then
but
you
go
could
ahead.
put that- in fairness, you could put that down to the fact that we only dropped like 2 points at this stage last season. We'd only dropped 2 points, so we set such a
Yeah,
high
so you was
standard.
dope. You was dope last season, but now's the drop
Yeah.
off in it. Like
You
this
was,
is
innit?
the
Oh,
worst
yeah, it's a massive
title
drop-off,
defense
but,
ever, bro. But go ahead.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Stephen, I'm gonna send you the link. I forgot my bad. I'm gonna send you now. 1 sec. Go on, Ryan.
it was just so bad today, and it was actually our defense that was the issue, because in the last few games it's actually been our attack, and our attack was an issue today. Don't get me wrong, because we got a goal through a dive basically, and
Yeah. Normal.
again we created a couple of chances like the Mane header in the first half, but other than that, nothing again, like just nothing. And it's, City could have had more. They could have had more than 4. They missed a penalty. They had a goal disallowed second half for a title side. Like, they could have had more, and it was just a shambles. Pretty much every player, maybe apart from Henderson and Curtis Jones, were awful today. And honestly, it was just a joke. And I don't feel actually
sorry
as bad
to-
as I did.
Go on, Ryan. Nah, sorry to cut you off in it because adding Stephen to the show as well in it. Arriving later than a Ruben Diaz tackle in the box. Welcome Stephen
Well, it
to the
doesn't
show.
help if you don't
Are you
send the
telling
link,
us you
mate.
good? Yeah, I forgot my bad. Apologies in it. But I had to get that joke off. You get what I'm saying? But go on, Ryan, continue because Stephen's here to add to the misery and that as an Arsenal fan. So it's great stuff.
How can I add
Go
to
on,
the
Ryan.
misery? I'm lost in 2 minutes.
As an Arsenal
Fair
fan,
point.
innit? You just added to the misery, innit? You get what I'm saying? And that, you know what I mean? You man are 10th. These man the worst title defense in centuries. So we got Ollie at the
I
wheel.
don't know. I
It's
can't
all
look
shit.
that far up.
Yeah, that's true. You got a lot. That's a lot of teams to look forward to. But go on, Ryan. Sorry to cut you
That's
off.
neck pain, that.
Yeah. No, it was just terrible all around, really. First half, I didn't think. I thought we probably edged the first half, but I didn't think we were that good either. Like, let's be honest. Like, we only created like 1 or 2 decent chances, and second half we just completely fell apart. And that's even after getting an equaliser, which I thought could actually spur us on to go and get a winner, maybe. But we never even. As soon as we equalised, City just took control of the game again, and Alisson screwed up, which is unlike him, twice.
Alisson. Yo, go check the watch along people in it. Ryan was like, Alisson. On the watch
Okay,
along.
so I'm gonna watch that
Saeed
about later.
settings. Alisson. Yo, that was mad funny. I'm cutting that up, yo. Alisson, what are you doing?
Yo, do you blame him for the first goal as well? Because he's hit it right into Gundogan's feet.
No, I don't blame him for that one. Not for
You
the
don't blame
first
him?
goal, because I thought it was actually just a good save, to be honest, and it was just unlucky the way it got to Gundogan. I don't.
Sorry,
I
It can't be a good save if you parry it right into their feet. That's where you don't parry it to, innit?
Sorry, this is mad funny, yo. Man said, I live in LA. By the time I found the Arsenal stream, they were grabbing the ball out. Oh my god, that's mad funny, yo. That is mad funny.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
Ryan.
done. I'm
Yo.
done.
Man said, yo, my roommate went right back to sleep. Because it was the early kick. Wait, was it the early kickoff as well? Was the Arsenal game an early kick?
Off.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Compose yourself.
Yo, that is mad funny.
Oh my god.
Man said-
fucking clip this.
That is mad funny, yo.
No composure on this show, honestly.
Oh my god, yo, it's the
No,
funniest
it
thing,
is
yo.
funny.
You know what makes it funny, yo? It's the way he says my roommate went right back to sleep at night. Oh my god, my stomach hurts. That is mad funny, yo. There's no banter like Arsenal banter, yo.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
What was it?
Oh my god, I'm legit crying. Yo,
Yeah, man's got tears, yo.
yo Peter, that is mad funny, yo. That is mad.
It takes you a minute to find a good stream as well and get rid of the ads and all that. Yeah, you got to X off the ads and all that. By the time he was on it, yo, it was a wrap.
Yo, man, just seeing the goalkeeper picking the ball out of the net and that. Yo, that's
What's worse is I was behind. I was watching a live stream on an app, so I was behind.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even live.
Oh my god, yo. Oh my god. You see why I do these shows is for moments like this, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. You don't get that elsewhere in it. You know what I'm saying? There's no slander like Arsenal slander, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, yo, back to what you were
Right,
saying.
Over
Right,
again.
I have no idea, yo. Go on, carry on what you were saying in it. So we were talking about what's his face, Alisson at fault for the first goal.
I wouldn't say he was at fault for the first goal. I can understand why Tox might think that he was, but I just thought Foden hit it low, and it was actually a good save, but it was just unlucky the way it fell to Gundogan. But obviously the next two goals, I don't know what the hell he was doing. I mean, to do it once, all right, fair enough, but to do it twice just a couple of minutes later was just a joke, and it's not like him. And
It was
And
three
Klopp
times
got-
though. It was only twice he conceded. Like for the first goal, he gave it away twice.
yeah,
On
yeah,
the
he
second
did, yeah,
time, he
yeah.
gave it away. Yeah, so it was 3 times he gave it away. He just conceded
Yeah,
twice from
that's
it.
true.
It was actually 2 in
That's
1 for the
true.
second goal.
I just don't know what he was playing at, and it's, you know, I'm not like Alisson out or anything. I love him as a keeper. He just had a bad game, but I don't know what the hell he was doing, and he essentially lost us the game, to be honest. Whether we probably would have lost it anyway, but those 2 goals just killed us off, really. And to be fair, I'd argue maybe, if anything, he was maybe more at fault for the last goal than for the first goal, because Foden's shot kind of just went a bit through him.
Do you
to
blame
be
him for the
honest, even
Foden
though
goal?
had a
It
bit
did
of
go
power
through him,
to him.
but he did hit it with power though.
Yeah, but I'd say he'd be more at fault for that goal than the first goal. Do you get what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So I have to say
But,
City were brilliant, especially second half.
yeah,
I
they
wanna-
did what they
I
did.
wanna-
So back to go on, fam. Go on, Tox. Come.
No, I was gonna say, 'cause I just seen a quote on Sky Sports where Klopp came out and he was saying that his target for this season is to finish in the top 4. So I wanted to know, like, as a Liverpool fan, like, bear in mind you lot are reigning champions. Like, how do you feel about that? Because I seen that quote and I was shaking my head in it. So how do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie, it's pissed me off because as defending champions, we won the league with 99 points last season, and we're in the top 4 battle. Like, what's that
Yeah.
all about? Like, really, what is that about? There's a possibility we might not make top 4, and we're defending champions. I mean, honestly, that's pathetic.
Sorry, this
That's
comment's
it.
genius, yo, from Peter.
Oh,
Man said, you know how risky it is to wake up at 4:30 to watch your team. You cover down by the time the sun is coming up. It's so trash. Yo, the sun's rising, you know. The man out there getting trashed by Villa, you know. Oh, I feel for you, man, yo. The day is an L, yo. That's a wrap for that day.
I
yo.
don't know whether I
There's
love
nothing
this
else you
club
can
or
do.
hate it at the same time.
Oh, it's the greatest, man. Yo, Arsenal are the bar for banter. When people are like, why'd you banter Arsenal so much? This wouldn't happen to any other club. This doesn't happen to any other club, yo. Man said his roommate went back to sleep, you know. I don't blame him, yo. Hello. score, Ryan, yo.
God.
Now, what was I saying again? I forgot. Oh yeah, pathetic title defense. We're going to end up. I actually listened to the Europa League music earlier on, so I prepared myself for next season. But
You think it's that bad? All right, who's your top four,
Yeah.
Ryan?
City, United, Leicester, Chelsea is my top four.
So you reckon Leicester? I don't think Leicester will finish above you. I think if it was a normal season and it was quality side, you'd be in trouble. But the fact that everyone else is so bad, well, yous have been this bad, adding the fact that you're fourth still now, tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, I think we're still fourth at the moment. Yeah,
like Leicester are having
Everton got 2 games in hand.
Yeah, but you never know with them.
Weekend.
You got Leicester on the week. Okay, I hear that. Even though Everton have 2 games in hand, they're a good side.
3 points behind, 2 games in hand.
They have a quality manager, but then Everton is talking about.
Oh right, yeah. I think one of Everton's games in hand is actually against City as well. So
see, that's what I'm saying. And they did just get beat. Yeah, and they did just get beat by Newcastle. Like, their home form's not good. Away from home,
it's their away form that's been really good.
Yeah.
Everton.
So when you get beat, when you're losing at home to Newcastle, who I don't think have won away from home, I think all season or something like that. Like, that's why I think, because of results like that, Villa getting beat, other teams getting beat, that's why I think Liverpool will still finish within the top 4. And I don't think you'll finish. Like, Leicester are having a great season and you're still within touching distance of them. I don't know what the league table's saying, but yeah, that's what
I
it
think
is.
Leicester are 2-3. I think they're 3 points ahead of us at the moment.
There you go, innit? They're a game ahead of you and that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But back to why the title is called Zinedine Gundogan, because she's been running with this agenda for the minute. And look at her smiling already. She's smiling like she's laughing at Ryan. But yeah, she's been running with this agenda for a strong minute. And today it came to fruit. You get me? It came to truth and it came to light. Like, I think he's got like 10 goals in his last 14 games or something like that, innit? Even though he can't take penalties. Yeah. But yeah, he played well today. He scored twice, even though Alisson was, absolutely awful. So Jan City, it's your time now, innit, to praise your guy and give us your thoughts on the game and that, and tell us how you're not sure if you're going to win the league.
Of course we're going to win the league. Nah, joking.
Oh, let's go, energy. Nah. Energy. Someone clip that. I'm going to clip that. You know what I'm saying? Give us your thoughts on the game.
Do you know what? I thought people were going to come for me when Gundogan missed that penalty. I was like that. And then people started coming for me. And then he just turned it around, redeemed himself, and now people can't talk about him. But you know what? To be honest, the performance, I feel like the scoreline doesn't represent how it went. Like, it wasn't one of them games where we went to Anfield and tore Liverpool apart. It wasn't that, it was quite end to end. I agree with Brian. At some parts, Liverpool were on top. At some parts, City were on top. It wasn't really a clear, Man City dominant performance. I think we played well and we did what we needed to do. Both ends, though, we didn't create too many chances in the first half. The second half, we created a few more, but, Alisson helped with that. So, I don't know, I think City had to win at Anfield, but I didn't think we would. And when it went to 1-1, I was like, yeah, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be a draw. But City, I know we got a little bit of help from Alisson. But yeah, we went on and did it. But we've been in the opposite position before where we've gone to Anfield and Ederson's been the one to make the mistakes and Liverpool have gone on and won. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with City. I think we did all right. Everyone was good. No one was particularly great. No one was particularly bad. Everyone was just kind of good. So yeah, I think it was a good performance in terms of the result, but I'd say compared to how we've been playing recently, it was one of our less interesting games, less clinical than usual. We didn't create as many chances. It was okay, but obviously we got the result. Normally we go to Anfield, we play quite well and we lose. So I'll take that all day long. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I hear that. But even though, you know what's mad? You're the only City fan on this, and I can speak for everyone. I've not even asked everyone. You're the only one on here who doesn't think this title race is done. Stephen, you think the title race is over?
Yeah.
So you think it's done? You're an Arsenal fan. Tox, you think this is done?
I thought it was done from when United was top of the league, because I was looking at the table and seeing City was had 2 games in hand and it was only just behind us, innit? It was like
All right.
they was already picking up form. I was like, yeah, City's title.
So Tots was saying that 2-3 weeks ago. Ryan, you think it's done, and I think it's done. All right. So Yancey, let me ask you this question: who are you afraid of? Who can catch you?
I don't know. Do you know what? It's not even like that. Like, I honestly agree with what Kojo was saying. Big up to Kojo.
Go on.
Because he was saying that City will probably lose games this season, but everyone else will lose more. And I do agree with that. I do think City will drop points, but I think Man United will still drop points. I think Liverpool will still drop more points. So it's one of them. But I think February for us is quite hard. So we have got back-to-back difficult fixtures. But I think if we get through February and there's still a gap at the top, no one can catch us after that, because we've got like Fulham, West Brom, them sort of games that you'd expect City to win. But what I would say is Tottenham are on Saturday. Our record against Tottenham's a bit dodgy. Everton, it's not.
Yeah, but your record. Sorry to cut you off, but your record at Anfield wasn't good, and you just beat them 4-1.
Yeah, true that.
You know what's weird
about
about City?
I don't get this.
I'd be surprised if we don't win the league. I would be surprised if we don't win the league from now.
I don't get this tough fixture list. Spurs at home with how they're going on. I think Spurs are the team you want to play at this minute in time. Like, I've watched them. They are bad. Like, they won today, but their players are done with Mourinho in it. Like, I watched them against Chelsea. They were awful. Everton away, okay, that's a tough game. I'll give you that. Arsenal away, mid-table fodder, easy 3 points. West Ham at home, okay. West Ham have been traveling well. West Ham, tell me I'm lying. Yo, Steven, do you disagree with that? Do you think you're going to beat Manchester City? Exactly.
Do you really think I'm going to gas up this team in a minute?
Exactly. There we go. That's the Arsenal fan here saying, you know what, we have no chance today. If they get a draw, that's a great result. West Ham at home, okay. West Ham are playing well, but you expect to win that. Because I watched West Ham play. Who did they play? Who was their last game? Was it Fulham? It was Fulham, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This weekend. Absolutely. How they are fifth, I don't know. So I don't class that as a tough game.
We drew with them
even though they can do something. Obviously, you got United at home, Manchester Derby, okay. But I don't see any of them as worrying games. Like I say, Everton away, yeah. United at home, yeah. I wouldn't class West Ham like, oh my God, we got West Ham at home. Like I said, I just watched them play Fulham.
I'm just thinking in general, like, even like, say, for example, Man United, because my dad was saying today, if Man United go on a mad run of games and win all their fixtures and then we play each other, it might be closer in sort of the score. I'm not saying Man United are going to win it over City, but it could be closer, and that Manchester derby could mean something completely different. So, yes, do I think City should win it? Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's over at the moment. That's just what I would say. It's not that I'm not expecting City to win it, because I think if we don't win it from here, that's poor. Because going to Anfield and winning is a big statement, and we don't normally make that statement. So from that, like, and the fact we've won so many in a row as well, I think we've got history now. First team to win 14 straight games. So things like that, it is looking good for City, and our defense are not as poor as they've been in previous seasons. So I'm not really worried about City conceding a bunch of goals anymore. So yeah, I do think we will win it, but obviously, like I say, this month, the fixtures are not guaranteed wins, if you know what I mean.
Do you think guaranteed? Can I just ask? Do you think Champions League football, your desire to, we all know Pep Guardiola has been brought to Man City to win the Champions League. Let's face it. So, do you think that desire to win the Champions League might draw you away from the Premier League title, and that's what could lead to a dip in form?
Yeah, well, I think when it comes back, they will kind of. I hope they don't try and focus on it. I hope they try and focus on all competitions, because I actually think City play better when they go for every competition rather than focusing on one. So yeah, hopefully they won't sort of focus on that. But I don't know. I think City, the way we play now, is better in terms of a Champions League game, because if you look at all of the seasons previously where Man City have gone out, look at how many goals we've conceded. Like, we conceded 3 to Lyon in one game. We conceded 6 to Monaco, 6 to Spurs. I can't see the defense that we have now conceding 6, but I could see our attack still scoring 6. So I think in games like that, we're more likely to get further. But I don't know. Champions League's one of them things. It's not straightforward. Like, you would look at PSG, like there's a PSG fan in the comments, like you would think they would do really well in the Champions League with the squad that they've had. But before last season, they've not even got to a semi. So it's one of them things like I don't know. It's one of them things that I think we'll win when we least expect it. And I think right now, we're almost...
I think it could be worse. Your scorelines could have been worse. It could have been 10-2.
Yeah, that's true. 10-2 twice as well. Here's the thing.
That was the last time we were in it.
Yeah, you said that was like 5-6 years ago, wasn't it? Right, this podcast wasn't even running them times. That's mad. And we've been going 4 years. That's nuts. As long as we've been doing Sarcasm.
Yeah, the last 3 times we played Bayern, if you count if you also count the season before where we played Bayern at the A-end, last 3 games, 15-3.
That's why Bayern are the king of London, but it is what it is. But Yan City, going back to what you just said, I just want to make a couple of comments. So you said your defense, you don't see your defense conceding that many goals, but you can still see your attack scoring that many goals. So basically what you're telling us is City are going to win the quadruple. Is that what you're telling me or not, yeah?
Nah. I'm just saying.
So what are you saying then?
I think City's squad right now, because we weren't built for Europe before. We could win the league because we scored a lot of goals and we sort of outscored people. And even though we conceded a certain amount of goals, we could still go on and win the league. Whereas in the Champions League, because we were so leaky at the back, didn't matter how good we were going forward, we were always at risk of conceding. Whereas I don't feel like... I don't know. Like my dad was saying today after the game, he's like, that game showed me that City could probably win the Champions League now. Just because... City can actually defend when we need to defend. We can attack when we need to attack. And up until this season, yes, we could defend a 1-0 now and again, but not the way we can defend right now. Like, if you look at City, they can defend a 1-0 lead. Like, City weren't doing that a few seasons ago. So, like, I know people in the comments, they don't watch City. They'll come with their opinions. But honestly... Like, the way we play, we haven't been battered in the Champions League. Even when we've gone out, we've not been battered. Like, Liverpool was probably the biggest defeat where we actually, got battered a little bit in terms of the scoreline. But we weren't getting battered by these teams. So, yes, we've gone out to teams that we shouldn't have gone out to, but we weren't getting battered. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But I think, depending on the draw, obviously, Mönchengladbach are not an easy side. They can come back from 2-0 down to Bayern and beat Bayern. So it's not going to be straightforward. But I think City are a little bit more comfortable defensively this season.
All right, cool. Let me ask a question to the rest of the panel. So Tox, Ryan, Stephen, do you not think there's any other team that are capable of winning this league this season?
No,
any names? Any team?
Not on the phone.
I feel like with Yan, because you grew up and City was always trash. Like you don't have the ego that you should have in it. Yeah. So it's just like you talk like you're trying to take the pressure off him. It's like, yo, City do this, innit? So like you can be more confident when you're talking about City. Like, what do you mean, Gladbach? Like they're not gonna come back in it. Like just you're gonna win that game. You're gonna win the league. Just it's all right to admit it, innit? We're not gonna clip you up in that. Like it's okay to admit in it.
She's so scared. It is what it is. Go on, Ryan.
Shook.
I think in terms of the title race, in terms of points, Man United are the only ones who could probably catch them. But even when you watch United and obviously the result yesterday, United aren't winning the league, man, over City. Like it's just not going to happen. Like City have that ability. City, well, they already are. They're the only team who can sustain a run of wins now. They can win. How many other games they've won so far, and whereas I don't think other teams capable of that. And honestly, Man City just looks so strong at the moment. It's actually pretty scary, to be honest. And I think this league is just done. I think it's just a battle for second place, and fourth now.
I mean, Leicester now what? Man United now are 5 points behind with Man City with a game in hand. Right, and those moments that you saw, like with the Man U Everton game, that's the difference. You see, now you just explained yourself when you can defend, when you can attack, you can defend, like when you need to, and make sure you don't concede. Man United just have those mistakes in them. And that's the problem. I feel that mentality-wise, they're not there as a team, right? We all know Man United can win titles, but in terms of that team, that hasn't won a title. So mentality-wise, it's not there yet. It's getting there, but it's not there. So whereas Man City, that team's won titles before, so it's known to have that mentality.
No, I hear that. Yeah, so switching it. Let us know also in the comments as well, innit? Like, do you reckon the title race is done? Go on, Ryan.
I also think Pep has shut up a lot of doubters as well. I think he deserves so much credit because you saw, obviously, City had a pretty poor season last season by their standards, and obviously they actually started.
They did what Liverpool are doing now, just not as bad. They did what Liverpool are doing now, just not as bad. Because the title, people forget the title race was done by December last season. It's just February this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
But I think with Pep, and even City started a bit shaky this season when they lost to Leicester 5-2 and were drawing certain games as well. And people were doubting him, saying, "Oh, is the squad burnt out? Has he got it anymore? Has he lost it?" But now he's just gone about his business. He's kind of rebuilt them, and they just look so strong, and that's credit to Pep at the end of the day. Especially with injuries to De Bruyne and Aguero, how he's managed it is brilliant. And to me, he's the most disrespected manager in the world, if I'm being honest.
Mazo, okay.
That's his fault.
Go on, Tux. Go on, I knew Tux was going to say something. Go on, Tux. I knew he was going to say something. Go on.
That's his fault, though, isn't it? Like, when you consider him being at the teams that he goes to, Bayern Munich, City, and you can't get close to the Champions League. It's like, that's why we disrespect you, innit? Because you can't do the job. You can't get over the finish line. You can't do what you was brought in to do at these teams. So that's why we disrespect him. So that's his fault.
I understand it is because obviously banter runs. Yeah, we all know he's a good manager, but Tux has a point. It's like, he was brought into Bayern Munich. People forget the Bayern Munich team he took over, if I remember correctly, won a quadruple. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they won the Champions League before you and after you. You know what I'm saying? You were brought into City to dominate domestically. You've done that. Won back-to-back titles. You're only the third manager in Premier League history to do that. Only one of two currently in the league who have done that. So salute to you for that. Domestic, but you were brought in to win the Champions League. That being said, I do believe City will win the Champions League, all jokes aside, just not with Pep. Because when you plow that amount of money into your side with the quality they can acquire, they eventually will get it right. I just don't think similar to Chelsea. Chelsea did the same thing. You get what I'm saying? And they won it with the manager, arguably next to Lampard, probably their worst manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably with Di Matteo, is he worse? Yeah, you could argue it, but someone said Di Matteo over Arsene Wenger on here last week, and I was dying in it. You know what I'm saying? In the Champions League and that. I was like, is that a conversation that needs to be had in Europe? Because Di Matteo's won it. Wenger only got to one final.
It needs to be had.
Like, this needs to be had. Go on, Stephen. What we saying? Di Matteo over Wenger in the Champions in Europe. What are you saying?
Well, yeah, if he's won the Champions League, then yeah, fuck it.
Let us know in the comments, people in it. This is interesting as well.
Oh, he had to go for the unbeaten run, didn't he? Oh, yes.
Abdallah says, yeah, he did, innit? That's what it is, innit? Gold trophies in that, innit? Abdallah says, Liverpool need a defensive right back. Trent is a box-to-box creative midfielder. Ryan, your thoughts on Trent? Because defensively, he's been getting done this season quite a bit.
He's been getting roasted.
It's because Liverpool fans have overhyped Trent. Trent's a good player, especially going forward. Yeah. Okay, he hasn't been at his best this season, but he's never been one of the best right backs in the world because his defending has always been terrible, and I've always known it's been terrible. And the worrying thing is, he's still young, I get that, but he's been playing as a regular for Liverpool for about 3-4 years now. Surely his defending should have improved at least a bit by now, but it's not improved at all, really. And honestly, he gets on my nerves at the moment because it's just so easy to get at him. I thought first half he actually did all right today defensively. I thought he did all right, but second half he was just getting done by Sterling. And
I think you see him players start to target him now.
Yeah, there's better right backs than Trent, 100%. And we'll definitely keep him. And he is, critical for our creativity going forward. But my God, he needs to improve his defending because it's bloody awful. And I don't think he's a centre mid. Well, he is kind of a centre mid, but I don't think he'll be a good enough centre mid for Liverpool. Do you get what I mean? I can't see him being an option for our midfield. I just can't see it.
Because we've seen Thiago come in and just drown, so I understand your point. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, seriously. You know what I'm saying? And that Thiago come in, you man lose 3 games back-to-back at home since the first time since 1963. Thiago factor in it. That's Thiago tax. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. Bradley says, question for Ryan mainly. How would you address Liverpool's issues in the long term?
Get the dead players out and bring in proper players.
All right, who the dead players?
That's what I think you know.
Hey, there might be some new people watching in it. I already know in it. I already know who you get rid of. But who would you get rid of?
Well, even though he's not even been playing, Gomez, Van Alden, Salah.
Man said Gomez. Man said Gomez.
Even though he's not
even playing in that, innit? You know what I'm saying? Go
on. So yeah, Gomez, Van Alden, Salah, Firmino, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Keita, probably more. Origi, Shaqiri.
Can we talk about Keita for a bit?
All right, let's talk about Keita. Let's go talks in it. I know that's what you're here for, innit? So let's go.
What's going on in it? Because I remember when you brought him in and he was better than Pogba and all this. Like he was supposed to be the guy. So I just want to know what happened, innit? Because until you just mentioned him, I forgot he existed. But he came in with a lot of hype.
You know, it's with him. He's got ability. He has got ability. And the thing is with him, he ends up having, over the last few years, he ends up, when he's playing, having a couple of, 2 or 3 really good games for us where he'll score or something like that, and he'll play well. But then he'll get injured, and then he'll come back again and, have a couple of dead games, then go on a couple of good games, then get injured again. He's never really had a full run of games, and because of his injuries, and there's been mitigating circumstances, but because of his injuries, he's got no future at the club because it's his 3rd season, I think, at the club, and it just keeps happening. I think as well with him, he's disappointed me this season at times because at the start of the season, he was playing in, the first few games starting, and I thought, because we'd signed Thiago at that time, I thought, well, Keita, I want to see something from you, Keita, because you need to step your levels up, otherwise you're going to be out of the team. But he just didn't do anything. And that's why I want him gone as well, because he's just not contributing anything to the club. And he's not the only one as well. There's other players, like that question said, how would we address Liverpool's long-term issues? Like I said, get the dead players out and replace them. But that's why, obviously Liverpool aren't winning the league this season. But if I'm being honest, I can't see us winning the league for another 2-3 years at least, because I just think there's so much
that over 30.
This team. I just think there's a full rebuild that needs to be done again, and I think that's going to take another 2-3 years again.
Sure. George Willian.
I'd rather keep it.
What ask?
Is what it is. Big up Glazers out. He says, flawless. Where do you see Manchester United in 5 years? I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie in it because a lot can happen. A lot can happen in the year. All right, relax. Not what you wish in it. See how come you got that? You got the chest when it comes to United, but not City. You know what I'm saying in that. Like hella chest when it comes to United and that. You know what I'm saying? But City, now you ain't with it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Glazers out. I'm unsure. Like a lot can happen. It depends, innit? We can go right to the top. We could stay where we are. Or we could stay where we are pretty much. I always think we'll be around about this, even if it goes wrong. Just simply because we'll always put money into it and always attract quality players, innit? Even though we've been dead for 8 years, we ain't had a good manager for 8 years. We still have managed to pick up trophies and get top 4 finishes and stuff of that nature. So, yeah, is what it is. Glazers also says if Man United are within 8 to 5 points with 5 games left, City could bottle it. I don't trust us. You know what I'm saying? If we bottling it now. 5 points of City.
City haven't in the
you don't lose the rest of your games.
Yeah. Say that again, Jan City. Say that again.
No, I'm saying Man City in the past, whenever it's got tight at the end, they've gone on and won it. I'm not saying we can never bottle it because it's possible, but I can't see with the mentality of City. I just can't see, especially under Pep. I just can't see them bottling the title. To be honest, it might happen.
Yeah,
but
go on. Go on, Stephen. What was you going to say?
I was gonna say that means that Man United would have to win the rest of their games, like to see if City could bottle it. And there's always just that mistake in Man United. I just see it in a minute.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't even think we balling it. What I would say is the fact of it's just a lack of quality from our manager. Our manager's doing all he can. He's just not good enough. That's why I'd never say Manchester United have bottled it. I just think the manager we have isn't good enough. We're solely where we are because of our individual players.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say. To be honest, would you expect this to be? Would you expect it at the start of the season to be in a title race? Not really. So
we're not in a title race, so that's the thing.
Yeah, but
we're in a title race, but go on, Stephen. Go.
What I'm saying is that you weren't expected at some point to be at the top of the tree about like December, January time, so we say, and. Yeah, so okay, you're now not in a title race, but you have improved a lot from last year, without a doubt.
Go on, Talks. You go, then I'll go.
I think you got to think like we was never really at the top of the tree. Like I was always looking at City with 2 games in hand, innit? Like I was always looking at that, even though I was running banter and whatnot, because like. It's a position we've not been in for ages. I was always looking at City with those 2 games in hand. Like it was a false position. We was never going to stay there. And it's great being in second, I'd say. Like that's overachieving for us with this manager. But like we was never in a title race to begin with. Like City have got this wrapped up.
I think this result is massive for City today because to go to a stadium, to the defending champions, at a stadium where they haven't won for about God knows how many years and have really struggled and basically batter us. I think that's just going to give City so much confidence going into the rest of the season that, I can't see them bottling it at all. I think that the gap's just going to get bigger, if I'm being honest.
There you go. And my response to you, Stephen, when you say you didn't expect to be where you was, I understand that point. But then context matters because if someone would have said United would be in that position, we all would have been like, yeah, that's an improvement. But if you look at City are the only ones from last season who you can say are on the same level or leveled up. Liverpool have been terrible. Chelsea have been terrible and sacked their manager. Leicester, who we finished above, all right, they've been good. But context matters in these things. I say this all the time. The only reason why we're never even though we're in a title race mathematically, there's no legitimate belief from anybody that Manchester United can win it. There's no fan I've spoken to apart from Jeremiah. There's no fan apart from Jeremiah, just him solely, who said we can win this league, even when we was top of the league. You know what I'm saying? And there's no other fans. There's no Yan City, Ryan, anyone I spoke. Everyone who I asked that gives me the same answer, like anything can happen. It's a Corona season. Are we Leicester? Are we just hoping? You know what I'm saying? Or are we Manchester United? And that's solely because of the manager. Because squad for squad, we match up with anybody. Even if you think Liverpool City have a better squad than United, that's not even up for dispute. I'm saying is we match up with anyone. Our bench is solid. That's what everyone was complaining about last season, how bad Manchester United's bench was. Our bench is quality this season. You look at our and Chelsea's in the mix as well. Their bench is quality, hence why their manager got sacked. Because I seen Chelsea's bench today, I was like, rah, they got ballers, they have a squad, but the manager wasn't getting the most out of it. And if Roman was in charge of Manchester United, Ollie would have been long gone. Because he'll see that. Our squad is cold. Does it have deficiencies? Yes.
I just can't see the context from that far up, you see.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's unfortunate. Every title winning team has some form of deficiencies. I've seen Pep win, you get me, league titles with Delph at left back and playing Otamendi and them, man. Look at Liverpool's midfield that won it last season. The man had Henderson, Wijnaldum, who hasn't got a goal or assist in 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Ox and all these, man. But systems matter in getting the best out of players. But people
look at who his strikers were today, though. Like he switched to a 4-4-2, like, and still went ahead and won the game. You get me? Like, was Gundogan like playing up the field? Like, it's different, bro. It's different level.
So that's my point in it, is like why I'm critical. But he has done a good job with the squad. Like one thing I'll say about Ollie is the squad he will leave compared to the one he inherited is crazy. Like actually, for the first time in 8 years, I like this Manchester United squad. For the first time, we play crap football, but I like the squad.
It's like you could take that in the context with Arsenal's example. It's like you could say Arsenal's, for example, with Arsenal signings, you could say that the squad that we won the FA Cup with is not as good as what we've got now. So, okay, if that's not as good as now, and everyone's worse than what everyone were last season, which we count as a normal season. Why are we so far down the table? Why are we like 10th? Why are we struggling in 15th and 16th? Right?
I hear you. I get what you're saying.
And they're going to be one. It can only come down to one thing, right? If these players that he's not going to keep picking every week, that before the Chelsea game, right? If those players that he kept picking are poor, why are you picking them? And so, unfortunately, it comes down to a point where it stops becoming about the players being poor. Yes, we know they're poor, but you keep picking them. You keep picking them instead of picking Saka, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, right? The players that are playing well. So that's where it comes down to the manager again.
I hear that.
And what I saw with the Aston Villa game is just exactly what I saw before the Chelsea game. That's why after 2 minutes I turned off. The 2 minutes I was just literally thinking about something else.
Nah, I hear what you're saying with that, but the reason why, if I'm an Arsenal, if I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'm thinking different, but when I'm from the outside looking in with Arteta, because it's his first job and he's new, you're gonna make certain mistakes simply because of the fact your new experience counts for a lot. Only been managing 10, 11 years or however long it's been. You shouldn't be making rookie errors 10, 11 years in. If you're making rookie errors 10 and 11 years in, you're not the guy. That's like me doing this or any of us doing this for 10 or 11 years and we're still making rookie errors. It's a wrap. Go do something else, innit? You're not at the top level, innit? That's what I'm saying in that. And that's why I'm so highly critical of him. But it is what it is. And for those in the comments as well, if you see me keep reading out the same comments, that's because there's memberships. And when you're a member, your comments take priority like a super chat. So if you keep seeing Glazers out and other names popping up, I'm not ducking any questions or ignoring you in it. Like, it just takes priority. But mods, let me know how many likes we are on in the group also. See what I'm saying? Jeremiah's saying it. What did I say about him? He said Man United still have a chance. It's a weird season. The only person who probably agrees with you on the panel is Jan City. It's probably Jan City, and she don't even like it.
Well, we'll check Alfie on the football terrace. He might agree with it.
There you go in it. There you go in it. There's like the few and far between.
I think United will win the league.
What I'm saying, innit? See that even she disagrees with you on everything.
Yeah, you see that smile.
That's how wrong you are.
That's a smug smile. That is. She's like, yeah, exactly. I know where we're sitting.
Close out. The reason why people are so aggressive towards Oli because they see him holding back the team, innit? This is why I'm always on his case.
Because he's trash as a manager.
There we go, innit? That's
he's
what it
trash.
is. And we have ballers, but we play football like we're West Brom and that. I see teams I see Brighton play better football than us.
Brighton, Man waited to what minute did he bring on to Anzabi? Like the dying embers of the game. You bring in on a cold defender, like he's cold, he's not really warmed up. Like you bringing him on at the end of the game. You'd waited that long and not made any subs. You might as well have just left it as what it is. You get me? Like it's just stupid decisions, man. Stupid decision. He's trash. He literally holds us back.
He does.
I mean, honestly, I was also gonna just say, in terms of Arsenal, I've seen Luton Town play better.
Man said Luton Town, you know. And I said Luton Town, that's deep and that's deep. Mazza. But yeah, Bradley, like you said there, people say, oh, we need a centre-back. Manchester United need a centre-back. But the thing is, he spent 250 million on our defence. So if he spent 250 million on the defence, it shouldn't be a problem. That's where Oli spent. I say this all the time. He spent the most money on our defence, and that's the worst part of our team. Make sense.
He spent 80 million euro on buying a fridge.
Hey, less of that. Less of the Maguire less of the Maguire slander, all right, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that. I'm not having it, you know what I'm saying? When he's playing next to Victor Lindelof, I ain't gonna slander him and that. Because he's just terrible. So passive and that. So passive. What am I sliding with Manny in it? What do you mean? What are you telling me in it? Make sure you subscribe to Manny Good Vibes also. That's my done in that. Jeremiah is saying Kyle Walker is the best right back in the world. No, he's not. You know, he's not even the best. He's even the best right back.
He's just also said he'll take Bellerin over Trent.
All right, no.
Did he say that?
In another comment, I saw it, and I'm like, all right, okay.
He's lying with that. Man's a joke.
Well, at least Trent can take a throw in.
That is true. That is true. That is a valid point still. You know what I'm saying?
What's worse is when he throws the ball in, he argues with the referee when it's a foul throw.
Yeah.
How can you argue?
Twice, I think. I think he did
and he's
it
our
twice
captain.
He's actually one of the worst right backs in the league, Bellerin. He's awful. Like when I watch him, he's terrible.
No, he's the worst.
Oh yeah, Bellerin's terrible still. Like I didn't understand why Arsenal fans were getting onto him, and then like I watched him a few games, and I'm like, I get it, innit? You know what I'm saying? But it's not like man like Cedric are much better in that. And then man, and you just let Maitland-Niles go as well. So it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, man. You might need to allow the Maguire slander when he's got Lindelof next to him and that. You know what I'm saying? Allow all them things there. But yo, mods, let us know how many likes we are on the video. Keep sharing, keep subscribing to the channel. Also, someone saying touchdown Buccaneers. I have no idea what's going on. Who's winning talks?
The Buccaneers.
Is that Glazers?
Okay.
Yeah, it's their team, yeah.
Bradley says here, we'll go to this. Ollie should have brought on Donny instead of Fred and Martial for Cavani against Everton. We can blame the players, but the game management by Ollie is diabolical. I said it on the watch along. As soon as Pogba went off and he brought on Fred, I was like, that sends out the wrong message to the team. I said it.
Definitely. Yeah. That's a terrible message you're sending out.
It's a terrible message. And people are like, why are you so negative? Because the manager is negative and the results are negative. So it makes me negative. If we were winning and man's happy, I'd be happy as shit. You know what I'm saying? In that. But yeah, I still have to come on here and do shows.
It was also the sub that you brought on that caused the free kick, that caused the extra minute to cause the goal in the equaliser.
You didn't need to bring him on in that minute. Like there was no point in it. You've gone this long without making any subs. You might as well have just seen it out. You don't bring on a cold defender. Like there was just no point. There was no point.
Zero.
I don't get why the United players just take it to the corner though.
Because again, game management in it.
What was that?
Go on, Ryan. Say it again.
I don't get why the United players just didn't take it to the corner flag or something. And they still tried to keep playing and stuff. Like, just hold on to the lead, innit? Like,
but that comes from again mentality and just just defend the free kick. It's not even like the free kick was from a dangerous position. If I remember correctly,
I did see him do that. I did see him do that towards the end of the game. It's just they end up getting a free kick right at the end.
Yeah, it's like, just defend the free kick and that. It was just a mess. Get me, Maguire behind everybody else. Lindelof hiding because I've got a still shot. Like, yeah, man. Like,
Maguire's got to take the blame for that because one, he plays everyone on side, and then he has the cheek to put his hand up. Like, I don't know why Tuanzebe's getting abused for that because yes, he gave away the free kick, but it's miles away. It's not like he came and gave a penalty away. Because if he came on and gave a penalty away, then I'd be like, yeah, they've given them a goal. Do you know what I mean? But it's like he's nowhere near at fault. But because he's your scapegoat, not your scapegoat, but like the fan base's scapegoat, that's why he gets it.
Those people aren't fans. They're not.
Oh yeah, the people who racially abused him, idiots. You get what I'm saying? And we know about
they're not even society.
I hate when people say like, oh, they're not fans. No, they are fans. They are Manchester United fans, innit? Like we can't say that to kind of like run away from it. Like they're definitely Manchester United fans. Just because they're racist, it don't mean they aren't. They are Manchester United fans, and saying that they're not, it means United like don't have to deal with it. Like no, you're supposed to seek out who those fans are, ban them, block them from the socials, everything of that nature. But they always say stuff like that to run away from it. They're not fans. No, they definitely are fans, innit? So you need to go deal with them as they're your fans.
Yeah, I hear that.
Spawn. You spawn still. That's a very accurate statement on it. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it's like. They ain't gonna deal with it. How many shows you've done where we spoke on racist incidents about different players, whether it's professional players or in this YouTube and football and world community plus more, you get what I'm saying? It's like, and the Egypts. And yeah, Maguire was at fault for the last goal, but then it's like, if that's the captain, why is he so deep? Who's organizing the line? I play Saturday League and our line's organized. Why is the line organized?
You can see right down the line, innit? You should be organizing that line.
Yeah, like you are the captain, you should be organized, but I'm saying who is? Like that goes to show, but that goes back to coaching. But surely you man to do defending free kicks in training. So who's organizing the line, or do you man not do this? Surely
I've said this, bro. It's just cardio and vibes in training, man. Like them man don't train. Just, you get me? Just get on the bike, do cardio, drills. You get me? That's it, bro. There's no actual training involved. I'm telling you, fam.
It's a Mazda. But switching lanes. So Paco, the membership is the links underneath. Who you just asked here. The links underneath this video. Click the Sarcasm City TV membership. That's how you sign up. But yeah, let me get up the right comments. Yeah, see that? Yeah, and see you just put that there. But yeah, and you can click the join button next to subscribe. Also, switching lanes. So Stephen, are you still Arteta out? What are you telling us? Was you butchered him last time?
Oh yes.
Even after winning games, you man were like 50, 60,
we were playing
and then we're like
West
3-4 games
Brom, Brighton. I said that was a good enough run, but when we come to play Southampton, Leicester, Man United, right, these games coming up, these are games that are teams that are in front of us, and we're going to have to challenge to try and even get in back into European spots, let's say, right, and try and rescue the season. And any chance of a trophy that we ever did had, he threw away, and they said to try to go for 3 points with Southampton, which he did get, but in the end, that's last 2 games, back-to-back defeats, 1 point in 9 out of the last 3 games in these key games that we're supposed to be winning against teams that have been playing us all season. And on Saturday, yesterday, it showed to me exactly that nothing's changed. The only thing he changed was that the fact was Willian was out with COVID. He had to put Smith Rowe in there, and he had to put Martinelli and Saka in there. And it sort of struck gold. And that's been the way since. And it doesn't look, we've brought Odegaard in. That's going to be, we're just basically training Real Madrid's youth team. We bought Matt Ryan, and we're gassing up him like he's the next coming of Alisson, right? And I just don't get it. But if I say all this, I'm not a real fan. Right? I should go to Sports Spurs or something. You know, it's just. It just really if you try and see it from a realistic point of view, they don't like it. So yeah, nothing's changed in me at all. I just don't see it.
I rate the energy still. So Yan City, this is your man's that's over there because you thought he was going to be successful. Talking about Arsenal are going to finish second. So what's your thoughts on it? Would you be Arteta out? Do you still defend him? Arsenal still finishing second, but Arteta still be a success? Don't smile, innit? Come defend your guy.
Jan said he's going to finish second.
Yeah. Jan said he was all for it.
Agent Arteta.
She was all for it. She was all for it, innit? Look at her smiling in that. She's smiling like she's laughing at Ryan at the start of the show. Go on, defend your guy, innit?
No, we weren't laughing at Ryan. We were laughing at the joke to start with.
Yeah, I'm running with that. Yeah, sure. Let you believe that.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, go on, Yan City, innit? Yes, Yan City. Yes, darling.
Okay. So,
yes.
as I was saying, do you know what it is?
Yeah, look at you trying to think of what to say, innit? Look at you moving around trying to think of what to say, innit, to defend him. Come on, man, just say he's trash. It's okay. It's all right, Yan City. Listen, babes, it's okay to say he's trash and we can keep it moving. It's all right, innit? You know what I'm saying?
He's a new manager. And
there we go.
It's just not working, isn't it? Because he ain't got the quality. But I think he'll be a good manager in the future. But like Lampard, I think the job is too big for him too soon. That's what I think. I think if him in, because you can see he's got ideas. Like he's trying to do stuff, but it's just not working. So I think he took the job too soon. You know, so I think the same Lampard, too big a job too soon. And now it's making them look like terrible managers when really they're probably not terrible managers because I don't think they get the job. Obviously, you're going to speak to them before you employ them. Obviously, they're saying the right things and they have the right ideas. But it's not coming off because they haven't got the experience. So that's what I think personally. So I think in 10 years' time, you're going to see a decent manager in Arteta.
I hear that. It's just that I just feel that at the minute with Arteta, again, I've got no problem with him. He's been thrown into, let's be honest, he was the cheap option when it was all coming around to it. So we put him in there and he's not been given the tools to deal with the job. With you're a new manager, you need all the tools you can get. And he hasn't been given those tools. So you can cut him some slack there. But in terms of the way we set up, the way we play, and it was like the saying yesterday, is that yesterday just didn't look like it literally was after 2 minutes. I just didn't see us getting back in the game at all because it was just no ideas, no intensity. It didn't look like more like we were winning 3-0 rather than we were 1-0 down. That's how they were playing. It didn't really look like they wanted any motivation to get back in the game. Like the only real person that was trying to make a difference was Saka, and that was really about it. And the rest of them were just poor. It's just no ideas, no cutting edge, no nothing.
All right, okay, go ahead. Tox will go to you because you're someone who's highly critical of managers. You're just highly critical of players, everybody in general. You know what I'm saying, when they're doing badly. So give us your thoughts on Arteta and what's been going wrong at Arsenal. You're the only guy Ryan's laughing. You're the only guy who's probably worse than him when it comes to butchering players.
I just think Arteta is trash, bro. Like, I just think he's trash, innit? Like, this is what we have to go off. Like, this is the only evidence we have to go off, innit? When he went to Arsenal, like, he was the cheap option. Everyone that Arsenal wanted, nobody wanted Arteta in it, but Arsenal doing what Arsenal do, they went with the cheap option. They didn't really back him, but still, despite him being the cheap option, he had all this hype around him. All of a sudden, he was the brains behind Pep's operation. This is how the media were talking, innit? Yes, he picked up the FA Cup, which Arsenal have been picking up anyway. For some reason, they just know how to win that competition. But since then, like, they was in a relegation battle this season, and any other club would have sacked him. But Arsenal being Arsenal, they kept him. He's been trash. They went on a bit of a run, but like now they're looking trash again. So I just think he's a terrible manager. I genuinely do.
I will say this. Before before this start of this season, right? He was playing the 3-4-3, 5 at the back, whatever you want to call it, formation. That won us the FA Cup, and that worked, right? We all knew he wanted to go more attacking eventually, but I think he's doing it way too soon with not the right players. And he's been so stubborn with it all season. He's never changed it. He's never, ever changed it. He's never even thought, how about I go back to the 3-4-3 and put Thomas Partey and Xhaka in the middle? What about if I do that instead and do what we did before, right, to mix it up? He knows he can do that if he wants to, but he does not to. So that's why everyone can just go, oh, he's playing the same 4-2-3-1. There you go. All you do is that nullify that side, you're done. It's because they know they're not going to change it. And this is what we had the trouble with Wenger. It's because he never changed it. And that's why we ended up getting rid of him. Emery got the sack for doing the same thing. So what's the allegiance with Arteta? Why have we got to stick with Arteta when Emery's done the same thing? And he only lost 3 games when he got sacked.
And I'm with you with the Arsenal thing. Yes, Arteta, the squad does have deficiencies, but the squad is not that bad. It's not that. All right, Leno made the hilarious mistake. Leno's not a bad goalkeeper. You got Gabriel.
We're making it out that it's below we're below. It's below 10th standard, and I'm sorry, no, it's not.
It's as good as Aston Villa's anyway. That's what I would say. It's as good as Aston Villa's.
On paper, it should beat Aston Villa's.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is like you should be doing better than what it is. Is Gabriel not his signing?
Yep.
So Gabriel's a good player. His signing. He signed Tierney, good left back.
Yep.
All right, we know.
No, that was Emery. That was Emery.
Oh, that was Emery, but Tierney's still a good left back. So so you got a decent goalkeeper and you got 2 out of the back 4. You signed Thomas Partey, who is a quality DM. Yes, he's been injured. All right, Xhaka and El Neni are ass cheeks, but you still have Thomas Partey there next to him. Going forward, you got Saka, who's a great talent. You know what I'm saying? We can all admit he's a great. Wherever you put him with the rest of the youngsters, he's still a good talent. You've got Aubameyang, who scored. Who I swear he was the joint golden boot winner last season. You got Lacazette in there as well.
Like 5 goals in 23 games.
Yeah, 5 goals in 20 games. You got Lacazette, who has actually been scoring goals. You got Martinelli as well, even though he's been injured. Smith Rowe's been decent. Am I forgetting any of your attackers? I feel like
Pepe can pick up some money.
Yeah, you got 72 million Pepe, who I do criticize and run jokes on, but he scored that goal he scored against, was it the Wolves one, which he's played well before the sending off. Scored a very good goal. Well, yeah, go on, give us your thoughts on it, Ryan, innit? You hear me? What's your thoughts on Arteta? Because you don't hold back when it comes to managers and that.
You know what it is? I actually think I kind of agree with Jan in terms of I think Arteta's all right. Okay. In a way. I don't think he's amazing, but you have to remember it is his first job. He's still young, and I think he has gone into this job too early. I don't think he was ready for it yet, but I think you can tell that he does have kind of something about him in terms of coaching ability. Like you can see in certain Arsenal goals that they have scored at times this season, but you know, I don't think he's ready yet for the Arsenal job. I think in the future he can be a good manager, but you know, Arsenal do have some good players, but there are a lot of players that still need to be replaced for Arsenal, like Bellerin, like Xhaka, these guys. So he is having he's not been able to spend loads of money either. So you know, I don't think he's a great manager, but I don't think he's that bad either. But should Arsenal get rid of him? Yeah, because I think Arsenal, for the position they're in and situation they're in, need a better manager than him. But I don't think he's a bad manager. I just don't think he's good enough for Arsenal at this stage of his career.
Okay.
Can I just touch on something about also Arsenal and the referees in a minute?
Right? Oh, let's go. Here we go. This is going to be good.
No. Any Arsenal fan that thinks there's a conspiracy, you're talking out your ass.
Let's go, Stephen, man. That's why you're here,
sorry,
man. Let's go.
I don't care. Don't care. I've seen someone try to put it on his forward watch on first.
Wait, Stephen, hold up.
Right, they're all forward.
No, sorry. Hold up. Just run it back from the top there, innit? Run it back from the top. Yeah? Let's go, man. Run it back from the top, please. Let's go, fam.
Any Arsenal fan that sits out there and says the referees are conspiracy against this, you're talking out your ass, right? What did Anthony Taylor do in the FA Cup? In the FA Cup final, right?
Facts.
You don't forget that one. You always forget the ones that go. You always forget the ones that go for us, but you always seem to always remember the ones that go against us. These refs are always shit. They always are. Right? In the end, right? It's the same for all 20 teams. They go against and they go for. That's the end of it, right? Mo Salah shouldn't have got a penalty today, right? But he got one. So I'm sorry. Get off this conspiracy crap, right? Because you're embarrassing. You really are embarrassing.
For me, like Arsenal fans are so arrogant. Like they still feel like, you know how Jan still feels like City are like mid-table, bottom of the table club.
Yeah.
Arsenal still feel like they're top of the top.
That's a great analogy. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, to say the refs have a conspiracy against you, it's like, who are you?
They make it sound like they're the reason we're 10th.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's because it's an excuse that most of the Arteta winners are better to saying, right? Most of them are saying, because let me think. Oh yeah, they don't want to see the facts of Arteta is shit and the team is shit. Simple as that. The tactics are no good and the team is no good. So they'd rather make an excuse.
I agree. I'm like, yo, for there to be a conspiracy, I'm like, who are you for these refs to want to conspire against Arsenal? Like, what are they cheating you out of, really and truly? They're not cheating you out of a title, like top 4 position. Like, there's nothing to cheat you out of. There's nothing to gain there. So to say there's a conspiracy against you, it's just arrogant thinking. Like, I genuinely think it's just weird. Like, I laugh every time I see an Arsenal fan say that.
I've seen Bolton get relegated over bad referee decisions. And you've got the right to moan.
Yeah, it's just wild. You just need to like come to terms with the fact that the manager is terrible, and that's all it boils down to. Like, the manager is genuinely terrible. Like, he parked his bus to a FA Cup, like, fair enough in it, but aside from that, he legit had you in a relegation battle at one point this season, and you might fall back down into one. Like, you never know.
With these run of games we've got coming up, yeah. Honestly, I don't see a win at all.
There you go. So you're back on the downslide.
Yep.
What's that comment? The referees aren't the reason Arsenal have lost 10 league games this season already. There you go.
In the end, you're supposed to be good enough to beat these teams.
There you go.
If you're not good enough to beat these teams, you're not good enough. That's the end of it.
There you go. But I'm enjoying watching it as it's going ahead, though. Like Arsenal.
Oh,
like,
I bet you are. Oh,
they make the weekend what it is, isn't it?
Oh,
that's why I laugh.
Arsenal
This is why
fans,
if you see my watch-alongs, like though I get raged sometimes, I end up laughing in the end because it hurts so much that when I've had pain in my life, instead of crying, I laugh. That's how I deal with my pain. Right? You can ask my mother this, right? They'd stick cannons in me, and I would laugh at them rather than cry. So you can ask them that, honestly.
I'm with you. Yo, Deviant, no, I didn't say see the Fernandinho Twitter thing. What was it? You can see that's your guy. What did he say?
He posted a picture, apparently. I haven't seen it, but he posted a picture celebrating like that, and United fans were saying he's taking the piss out of Munich.
I've seen that, actually.
Oh, come on.
He didn't clock, so then he deleted it. But, like, if it was, like, Balotelli, then I'd be like, maybe. But it's Fernandinho. Yeah. Like, he's not going to mock that, especially when a bunch of Brazilians died in a plane crash not so long ago.
It's the emojis he did with it, though. There was, like, an explosion emoji. There was a plane emoji.
So
it was like... Yeah, it was. It didn't look good.
He is a cunt on the pitch, though, still. I mean that in a positive, in a complimentary way.
You know what? Like, if I was a player, I would stay away from any stuff.
You see, that's what Arsenal miss. That's what Arsenal miss in their midfield. A proper in their midfield. You know, like Roy Keane, Vieira sort of thing, where there are fights in the tunnel sort of thing. That's what we miss.
What I want to know for Fernandinho is what was it about in it? Because like it's the emojis that made it worse for me. Like I said, the plane emoji, the explosion emoji. I was like,
because he said
like,
it was.
What was it actually about?
He was saying it was a training goal, and he's like celebrating doing the plane thing. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just know it's been taken down.
Has he taken it down?
Yeah, he took it down when started coming at him, but I don't know. I think Fernandinho, like, I don't know. I doubt it is in sort of taking the piss, but you never know. I don't know. I know he tagged.
You don't want to believe it because that's your guy as well.
Yeah, but if he did that, then that's not. But I just can't imagine that Fernandinho would mock that. Like, come on now, an ex-City player died in that, so. So, I mean, as much.
Do you think he knows that though?
Of course he does.
I do think he knows about Munich though, apart from the obvious, like they do it. But I don't think he's going to know too much about it. To be fair, like he'll know obviously it happened because they every year they pay respect and whatever. But yeah, I don't think.
I'd be very surprised if we didn't know what it's about.
Yeah, I would be. I'd be more surprised if he meant it than if he like didn't know.
Ryan, hella devastated. So question. Go on,
like emojis and stuff, you know, when they win games like fire and all that crap. So I don't know.
Question for you, Ryan, because I know you're hella depressed right now. So Glazers out says, are Liverpool burnt out or has Klopp lost some of the players?
I think there's an element. I don't think he's lost the players because a lot of those players owe a lot to Klopp, to be fair. I don't think he's lost the players. I think there are players that are burnt out, and like I said, a lot of the players are just not good enough, and they've reached the end of the cycle now. They're like, I can name quite a few of them, and the team's just reached the end of its cycle, and it happens with every team. I mean, this team, for 3 years, 3 previous seasons, reached a Champions League final, reached 2 Champions League finals, won a Champions League, won a Premier League. Could have easily won another Premier League in that in that season. We won the Champions League, but Man City is so good. So they've been a very good team, but they've reached the end of the cycle, and it happens with every team, like I said. So, and I think some of them are mentally drained as well. I have to admit that, but I don't think Klopp's lost the players.
Yeah, I think it's probably more burnout, to be honest. It's like with like. Yeah, I think it's like I saw with Smith Rowe yesterday. Like Smith Rowe was dead from the first minute. He was burnt out already, right? So this is why I didn't see why he didn't play Odegaard, for example. That was why he brought Odegaard in. That's what I thought they did. They brought him in not just to get fitness for Real Madrid, right? But and help them out, but to actually help Smith Rowe out. But it seems he wants to burn Smith Rowe until he's got an injury. And Partey's now as well.
It's how long's Partey out for? And what injury do you know?
I'm not quite sure. It might be a knock, or it might be a few weeks. So I'd have to double check that.
I hear that. So Dupe says this for you, Ryan. He says, LOL, I remember watching the Southampton versus Manchester United watch along, which is on Sarcasm City TV. And he said when Ryan was talking with his chest. So Ryan, what happened to it, man? No chest today and that. No shin pads, no full kit, no socks, no tape, no captain's armband, no Salah shirt with Salah on the back. With the
Jan's deflated his chest.
What go on in it? Deflated him. You know what I'm saying? Man's drowning over it. You've drowned. What's going on? Talk to us, man.
I thought my team was good after we beat Tottenham and West Ham. Turns out we're crap because that Southampton game was before the Brighton game. So, I thought my team was good at that time. I thought, we could still be in a title race, but obviously I was wrong and we're probably not even going to get top 4. So, I've got no chest at the moment, bro.
I remember, you was on here beating your chest like King Kong, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Beating his chest.
Being his chest like steel bands. What happened to steel pants?
Ryan, you should say with your chest like Liverpool's new film for the end of the season. Do you know what it's called? Deadpool FC.
No.
This guy, he set that up, innit? You're really pleased with yourself there, innit, Stephen? Innit? Look at the smile. It's all right, Stephen. Laugh at it. You get me? Get your laugh out, fam. It's all good, innit? You know what I'm saying? I laugh at my own jokes all the time.
I mean, I've got to try something. I mean, look how bad we are.
Yeah, that's true. That's a valid point. Yo, Mudge, let us know how many likes we are on. We're gonna close out the show soon, and any questions you see, Yancy, let me know that I might have missed in it. I missed your question. I do apologize, innit, if I missed a good question and that. All right, here we go. This is a good one. Do you feel Spurs are top 4 contenders? We'll start with you, Yancy. What are you saying? Spurs top 4?
I don't know if they're consistent enough because, Leicester look stronger. Well, they have looked stronger than Spurs, so I don't know. I think it will depend on everyone else whether they get top 4. But I do think it'll be City, Liverpool, United in the top 4. So it's who joins them. So I think there's only going to be one space available. And Chelsea are making a sort of climb back. I can see Chelsea, finishing above Spurs. So it just depends on what happens to everyone else. If everyone else collapses, I think they'll get it. But I can't see Chelsea and Leicester and Villa and West Ham and everyone just kind of dropping out. I just can't see it. So depends. If they beat us on Saturday, gives them more of a chance. But I don't know. I just think it's a bit far away for them right now.
Bit far away. Talk to what you saying. Spurs top 4 contenders?
Nah, they're washed in it. Jose's finished.
This is why I love talk shit over.
He's finished,
go on, fam.
Man. Because it's just funny listening to Spurs fans. Yeah, they're talking how we was talking in his final season, innit? Like in his final months. Like he's done, man. He's super done. I thought he'd go away, get refreshed, and then come back with like a different game plan. But he's up to his old tricks, man. Like the squad are falling out with him. Like he's finished. He's done. They're not getting top 4.
He froze.
He's froze.
Yeah, I wonder what he was doing. Okay, there's a question here. What's you guys' favourite moment for the club you support? Start with you, Tax.
Favourite moment? It'd be one of the Champions League wins. The penalties against Chelsea. That would be my favourite moment. Like just the way the game panned out, 1-1. Nah, because I was only 9 at the time, so even though I was gassed, like I think with the one in 2008, like once we won that, I was able to go out to town and celebrate and get wasted and all that. So it hit different than the 99 one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the whole thinking we was gonna lose, Ronaldo missing the penalty, Chelsea just needed that one penalty to win, and just the way it panned out, like that, I was gassed about that. That was my favorite moment.
Ryan, how about you? I think I know what you're gonna say.
The Barcelona comeback in the Champions League, when we won 4-0, that's my favourite for me, just because it's something that I can't really see happening again. Do you get what I mean? Like, if I see anything better than that, I'd be shocked. So yeah, that was kind of like a once in a lifetime game for me, really. So I'd say that one, and because it was so unexpected.
Yeah, true. How about you, Stephen?
You know, like you said, you were only 9 at the time, so you can't really celebrate it.
Yeah.
That's how far fucking back I gotta go. Oh my god. Do I do that, or do I try and pick from the FA Cups? Oh god. Nah, I do remember one, and that was it was the I think the no, it was the game at the San Siro against Inter Milan, where we went there. We had half the squad out. We had 1 point in 3 games out of our first 3 games in the group. Everyone had wrote us off for the Champions League already, and we turned up there and battered them. And it was one of the few games actually, because I was only allowed to watch the first half back then, because I was only about 10. Right, 9. So I was like only year 4 at the time, but I was allowed to stay up that extra second half because we were doing well at the time. So yeah, we just that was my favorite. That was one of my favorite moments. And Henry was just my favorite player at the time, and he was hat trick, assist. You can't ask more.
Yeah, I remember that briefly. He was unreal.
Yeah, I can't remember anything, mate. My memory is like a sieve. Can't remember like last season. But
go on, Jan. You be at all the games, innit? Like, I know what your favorite moment was already.
Yeah. But actually, the moment when Yaya scored in that FA Cup final against Stoke, like actually, if that Aguero moment didn't happen, if that was just a regular title win where we had it wrapped up 3 games before the end, it would definitely be that Yaya goal against Stoke, just because, you know, that got us our first trophy, and that was the first trophy I ever saw. So yeah, so I've got a few. Obviously, City, it's more in my memory because a lot of the stuff's happened quite recently. Yeah, there's been a few times that company, the fact the new company was going to retire, and then he scored that goal against Leicester. Like,
that was just.
Do you know what? I'll be honest, yeah. Even I kind of celebrated that goal, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of celebrated.
To be honest, when I saw that goal go in, I was like,
yeah, it's one of them.
It was the perfect ending to his City career, just after what he did for us, and then to win the league and to score that.
If it was Spurs, I would have just said it was a fluke.
The fact that it was like the title race was City and Liverpool as well. I don't want Liverpool to ever win the league, innit? So the fact that he scored that, it was I kind of celebrated that goal. I'll be honest, innit?
I will just say, because we were just talking about Jose and Tottenham just earlier, and I've got to have my say on this. Watching Jose and Tottenham right now is just like you know, like AFTV and chill. We're going to start to see like expression. I'm starting to watch expressions and chill. Right? It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Jose and Tottenham, what a marriage. Daniel Levy, you legend. Right? He's already pressed the self-destruct nuclear meltdown button, and it's already going off. Right? Oh yeah, Ali. Right? Next minute it'll be Kane and Son. Right? They've already shown today that like they're only like Kane that's their only outlet, and that's it. Otherwise they're dead. Right? So yeah. The way, so I'm loving it.
Tax, you a City fan?
I could never, ever be a City fan. Like, I was born in 1990, innit? So there was never a reason for me to be a City fan. They never won anything till recently, innit? So that could never be the case. It's just
supporting your club.
Nah, it's just like City was just the lesser of two evils at the time, and it's like, would I rather City win the league or Liverpool win the league? Those were the two choices. Terrible choices, but I don't want Liverpool to win the league in it. So it was like when Company scored that, it was like a little celebration. It wasn't nothing wild, but it was just like get in type of thing.
Well, it was like the 16-17 season, right? The 16-17 season was Chelsea and Tottenham really for the title in the end, right? And obviously, I'll bear Tottenham. I could bear with Chelsea. I can't bear with Tottenham.
Yeah, exactly.
No. That's why when Liverpool and Tottenham in the final, I was, oh my God. I was like so thankful in the first 30 seconds they give away a penalty. At least we took the lead in our one. I mean, God's sake.
Yo, I want to ask that question to Flawless, innit? What was your favourite United moment? I think I know what it was, innit? Or is he froze again?
Favorite? Nah, I'm backing him. My laptop frozen, man.
Oh, see ya. Favorite again. United moment.
Yo, am I back?
Yeah, you here?
Yeah. Ooh. That's tough still. You know what I'm saying? Favorite United moment. There's so many in it. That's what I'm saying in that. There's so many. Like, that's tough. Obviously the goal in 99. Ollie's goal in 99. Man still remembers that like it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Ollie's goal in 99. Van der Sar save from Nicholas Anelka. You know what I'm saying? That was with you actually, Tom. Watch that. I was with you in it.
Yeah, we was together.
Yeah. They're the two that stand out in it. You know what I'm saying? There's probably many more, but they're the two that come to mind because they're just cup competition goals. You know what I'm saying? Like Van Persie's volley against Villa.
I can't remember any of that.
You was born in what? 1989. You right? Put the years back in it. Roll that clock back. Don't try and lie to the people in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of this. Stop me and me. Just because it's your birthday in 2 days.
I think my only other favourite moment was when I was, again, back in 03-04, it was 2000. It was White Hart Lane, 2-2. I know it was only 2-2. We should have won again, probably 2-0 or 2-1, but like we won the title at White Hart Lane, right? And watching that on TV as a 10-year-old, you just have, right? That's it. You're going to school gassed, absolutely gassed. No one could take the mick out of us all season.
I hear that. Well, some of my favorite moments: Ronaldo's counter-attacking goal against Arsenal in the semi-final of the Champions League. Different. You know what I'm saying?
You ruined
the long range free kick. You know what I'm saying? John O'Shea's winner at.
People in the comments people in the comments need to stop chatting shit.
What are you saying?
Because as much as most of these moments came in the 2000s, a lot of other clubs' best moments came way before I was born. So it is what it is, isn't it? Like,
okay.
I know what came in the 2000s.
The way you stopped me. Wait, one sec, Stephen.
Sorry.
That's cool. The way she stopped me then, I thought someone said something personally about you and that. The way you was like, hold up. You just stopped me to defend City and that. Yeah. But get to that. You wouldn't do that if you were defending me, all right? If they were going in on me, all right, and you'd let that shit slide. You stopped me like it was some serious issue. I was like, right, what's going on in the comments? Man was about to start blocking people and that.
Flawless,
you know what I'm saying? They're going in the City. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't. You know what? I'm emotional right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still not over that Everton draw. I'm hella emotional. My head's still hot about it. My team is it's not even in the gutter, you get me? My team's good. My manager's trash. We play trash football. These clowns down the road are going to win the league again. I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? In that. They probably get 5 in the Champions League, even though I don't think they'll win it. You know what I'm saying? I can just see the season's done already. The best I can hope for is an FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? The best team. Go on.
You're trying to chat for my team. The thing is,
I don't care. You don't even think you'll win the leagues or whatever, is it?
I was gonna say, there was another moment that happened in 2000s with Man City. Right, it was in the first season in the 2000s. It's called Man City getting relegated.
Oh yeah, that was great. Oh yeah, another favorite moment of mine. Speaking of Manchester City, Van Persie. Yeah, great. That was a great season. Van Persie Van Persie's free kick against City at the Etihad, I celebrated that hard. Owen's goal against Manchester City, that's another one. John O'Shea's winner at Anfield. Diego Forlan at Anfield twice. Rooney's
Man
winner
City
at Anfield.
6-1 at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
All right, relax, big man. All right, relax, big man. Juan Mata when he turned Anfield into Wanfield. What else we got? Pogba's 2 goals.
Every time you've won a game against the Big Six, that's not what we asked for.
No. Listen, love. You asked for my favorite. You asked for my favorite, my best moments. These are my best moments.
That's not the best moment. What company header against United to win the league? There's pure moments.
No. He said
your favorite moment. What
are you done?
Moment that you enjoyed?
The question was favorite moments with the plural in it. So I'm listing my moments. You didn't ask for a singular
Wasn't it
one.
moment?
You asked for moments. But when touched on me. What was it? Well, I can still run it. Nani at the Emirates as well. Rooney's overhead kick. We could just keep going in that.
Moment.
Keane's winner in the derby in '94. You know what I'm saying? Hella moments, even though I don't remember it like that.
We're not interested. Next minute it'll be when Dennis Law scored a back healer to relegate Man United. We ain't going back to that.
Hey, listen. Relax. That's why I told you to relax. All right, fam.
So you United fans in the comments that don't know your history, go Google Dennis Law backdoor versus Man United. Hey. Well, to get Man United relegated. You Google
Don't do all that. Don't do all that. It was bad enough at the time. You don't want to do that. Don't do it. Don't do that, people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pogba's 2 goals was a Mazda. You know what I'm saying? You good there, Jan? Are you good there, Ryan? Yeah, big yawn in that. You blessed, fam. You look stressed, man. I'm worried about you in it. Jan City, you done ranting, yeah? You good?
I'm good now.
Co-host good.
Just go learn and then come back, innit?
You got it off your chest now, yeah?
Can chat to me.
Conway strike against City at Highbury. That was a good one.
Okay. He used to match us up differently too, so Arsenal used to.
Oh yeah, John O'Shea's chip at Highbury and that's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Actually, that 4-2, that was great in that. You know what I'm saying? Keane and Vieira in the tunnel, fantastic. That is one of my favorites. Yeah, I remember watching it.
That was a good game. That was a good one.
Quality game. It was a quality game in that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. David Beckham's winner at
the said he was going to ruin Neville and like Roy Keane said, I'm having you. Nah.
Love it. Fantastic, innit? Ryan, you good?
That was
man.
That was the best rivalry in the Premier League. Best rivalry in the Premier League.
Without question.
Wait. Right.
Go on. What are you slowing down the show for with a big smile?
There's still time for you to get relegated. There's still time. It can happen. And as for you, Ugly Graham, we will win the Champions League before you win it again. Just know that.
I agree with that.
Who does Ugly Graham support? Is he United fan? I forgot.
United, obviously.
Is it? I've forgotten it. My memories, you know what my memories are. It's terrible. I don't know about that.
The thing is, you just don't know the history. You know what I mean? Beat us 6-1 before you chat.
Who are you taking shots? Wait. Who are you taking shots at? Ugly Graham.
Yeah.
All right, okay. You need to make this clear so I don't get caught in the crossfire. I know. I was about to say, all right, let's go.
The thing is, the PSG fans saying, no, you're not winning it. Like, the only time we've ever played you, we knocked you out in it. It's what it is, isn't it? Ryan, you're right in it. I was just making sure I didn't get caught because I never called him 2000 FC. I don't really. Yeah. That's why I was like, where's this coming from? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really do that in it. I'm much more creative with my disses towards City, but I don't really have much energy for them because he doesn't really talk too much shit to me in it. So that's why I don't really go at City in it. The reason why I go at Arsenal fans so hard, not only are they funny banter, not you, Stephen, but in general, Arsenal fans are the ones that attack me the most on social media.
You love my tears.
Yeah, I mean, nah. But I love your tears. But what I'm saying is we don't really go back and forth like that because it's like for instance, when United played Arsenal recently, my DMs was full. Arsenal fans going back and forth with Arsenal fans and that. So like that's why I give them Liverpool. They're just the number one up, so they're always gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And City are there, they'll get it. I make the jokes about their stadium, their manager, blah blah blah, but they're doing well in it, so it's kind of hard in it. I'd rather go at the easier targets than that. But if they ever fall off, I'm having a field day. I don't love Arsenal in it. I love the banter. I love Arsenal. Arsenal banter is the best. Look at the start of the show. No one else is giving us that. Like that's going into the best of when I do at the end of the year, the 2021 compilation. I'm gonna put that in. Nah, it's going in the, when I do the end of year, like I did the end of year 2020 wrap up, funniest moments. I'm gonna do that. That clip's going in. I've already got like 9 or 10 clips already. Say again.
Which clip?
The one from what's his name? Oh, the guy who said that he woke up and found a stream and Arsenal had already conceded. Is he called Peter Wilder? I'm thinking for some reason.
Peter Wilder, yeah, I think it was Peter Wilder.
Yeah, Peter Wilder.
I'm sure that's not Chris Wilder's son.
He might be still. You know what I'm saying? It might be still. Yo, big
up
Evander. I love it.
His dad's position might be a bit peak.
You guys in the comments, need to just allow it in it. We're not bothered if Arsenal are a bigger club. Am I going to watch Arsenal lift the league title this season? Definitely not. Could I see City lift the title this season? Probably. So I'm not really fussed if you're a bigger club. If I wanted to support a big club, I would have probably, when I was a kid, supported Liverpool because at the time, Liverpool were the biggest club at that time.
Yeah, in the 80s, so early 80s, Liverpool were the team.
Support a team because they're big, and then it's we're a bigger club. That just tells me you're not successful right now. No one cares who's a bigger club. You know, you get Villa all the time. We're a bigger club because we won this and won that. But when you were going to get relegated last season, City didn't have to worry about that. So it just is what it is, isn't it? Like this whole big club, successful, no history.
This is why I say in a minute, like Leicester's a bigger club than Spurs. Leicester won a Premier League title. Where's Spurs though?
You got a point. I love how you just snuck in Spurs slander, but I rate the petty in it. I'm all for that type of petty in it. I love that in it.
Love it.
I love that type of petty. I love it. Oh, big up for whoever dropped a super chat. Oh yeah, big up Evander. He said, "What on my G flawless? Keep it up, legend. Watching all the way from South Africa. What part of South Africa are you watching from? And big up, man, because you're watching all the way from the motherland. Love everybody else. Let us know in the comments. Yeah, love to everyone who's watching all around the globe.
Hashtag BLM. Hashtag rise racism. What's that?
Yeah,
facts.
Big up
talk
to
you. I'm with you.
Yeah, he talks. He comes on my show a lot, and yeah, we talk about we've been talking about the racism stuff, and we keep voicing it every time it happens. So.
Sorry. Exactly. Can I just say something? Right, because the Ugly Gram was talking about how City are a small club in it. Yeah, how are we smaller than Chelsea when Chelsea had one title and we had two before the money? So if you're gonna say City are a small club because we got bought by Arabs, then what does that make Chelsea? And I'm not even saying Chelsea is small because I'm not a deluded football fan. But I'm just saying these little kids who come on supporting Man United chat shit about we're the biggest club ever. Check your history, because when you went almost 50 years without a title, I didn't see your fans chatting shit. So yeah, just allow it. I'm not interested. No history. They don't know their history, but they're talking about history. Go learn your history and then come back and we can talk history. But until then, I'm not hearing it.
So this is Yan City versus the comments and that. You know what I'm saying? This is literally Yan City versus the comments.
Oh, you've got no fans. Oh, you've got no history. You think I care? Like, honestly, I care about Man City winning trophies right now. If we won something in 1903, which we did, by the way, what has that got to do with me? I wasn't alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, barely.
I'm not interested.
I'm saying.
I'm not even rattled because right now my team are in the best position. I'm just saying, if you don't know your history, don't come talking about history, innit? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you've won the Champions League. Were you alive for that? Were you actually alive for that? That's what I want to know. Flawless. That's even more embarrassing for you because you lost the City twice in 2008, 2009. So that means
Yancy, I just want to tell you how much I love you in it. That's what it is, darling. I just want to tell you how much I love you. All right, okay. Can I do that on the stream, please? Can we do that, please, on the stream? Why can't I do that on the stream? Why not? Ryan knows what we're like. He sees us all the time. Stephen is here.
Yeah, he did.
Say that again. What did I do?
Said you loved her.
Feeding into this rubbish that they're spouting. Like, you know,
they don't take me serious. They don't take me serious. I'm here. I just wanted to see that beautiful smile on your face. I just wanted to see. Use that help as well.
Bring my comment. Flawless, bring my comment.
Wait, hold on. I will do one sec. My laptop's moving
a
slow.
red team in Manchester.
Bradley.
So how come Manchester be
Bradley.
red when there is a red team in Manchester? So keep it moving.
Bradley, I thought we were supposed to be dons and that. Why would you say this? We're supposed to be peoples and back each other. Why would you say this, Mikey? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just adding, jokes and levity to the situation. That's all it is. Where's your comment over?
How are Chelsea big but Man City is small? Like, if you're gonna have that agenda, at least get it right.
I like how we snot that in there. That's good, Stephen. Still, that's good. Yo, mods, let us know how many likes we're on because you lot every time you lot just need to allow the Manchester City banner. Otherwise, you're just gonna set Man City off. You're gonna set her off 45 right against the 50 likes.
Trying a load of crap. Like, go look at your history. Go look at it.
She's not having it. Look at the way she's sipping that bottle. You can tell in it.
Like you've got no history just because they don't know it. Do you know what I mean? If I say you've not got a girlfriend and you've got a girlfriend, just because I don't know you've got a girlfriend, that don't mean you haven't got a girlfriend. That's your research, isn't it?
My guy Bradley, salute, man. My guy, you know what I'm saying, innit? Yeah, you lot set her off on that. So you hear me? Like, and this is gonna keep going, innit? So it's what it gets to 50 likes, innit? She's not having it. Look at the way she's holding that bottle. She is not having it. I've seen people hold bottles like that. You hear me before? They are not having it. They ready for war.
Oh my god! Like I ain't even got no time. So what he's saying is that Nottingham Forest was bigger than Man United until 2009. That's what he's trying to say. I didn't know.
Yo,
that.
We need names. No. We need names. Who you talking about? Who said it? Because I'm missing comments.
The Uglygram says Chelsea are bigger than us because they won the European Cup, but Nottingham Forest.
Wayne's gonna hate me in a minute.
So this
is a hit for you, Yancy. Calm down, love. Calm down, sunshine. It's Paul Dickoff's Manchester City's greatest ever striker, and that's a super chat. Is he your greatest ever striker?
Who do you think our greatest ever striker is?
I'm just asking you the question. Don't fire me. I'm just the messenger. Yo, Ryan, talk to your people. I'm just asking you the question. I know the answer. I'm just the messenger. Tell her.
Before
Ryan,
that,
tell her again who I am. I'm the messenger.
He's just the messenger. He has to put.
I've not said anything wrong in it. I've not done anything. I'm just here. You get me? Mediating the situation. I've done nothing. Nothing. I'm just asking the question from the super chat. We've seen his name before. You know it's not a burner account for me. You know what I'm saying? So who do you think is Paul Dickoff Manchester City's greatest striker ever?
No, I'm not saying he didn't have his part in our history, but he's not on the level of Guerra.
Okay. Is he better than Paulo One-Chop? Someone mentioned it in the comments. Is he better than Paulo One-Chop? Paulo One-Chop's a baller still.
Yeah, but Dickoff was more. I don't really remember too tough. My memory ain't great. Like all I remember from my childhood, really. Obviously, I remember Dickoff, but I remember Goater, obviously. And then it's kind of from then. But yeah, do you know what? Like the thing is, I just don't want to hear about all this rubbish every time, innit? Like you need to know. Don't come on
to hear what you like
talking about the most amount of shit because I ain't interested.
He's fuming.
Nah, like it just annoys me. Like you're saying one thing and then like if I say Liverpool are way bigger than Man United,
my comments underneath that one.
But then he's talking about Champions Leagues. Like Liverpool don't have double the amount of Champions League as United. So what?
Can I get to the rest of the panel, please, Yancy?
Twice as good as Man United? Let me know in the comments.
She's gone. She's gone.
She's finished.
Let me know in the comments. I want to know. You think Liverpool are twice as big as Man United? Let me know.
Yancy, can I go, please, now? Yeah,
you
sip your drink.
Bradley, yeah. Bradley,
can I get to Yancy? Relax. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Just chill. Just relax. Can I get to the voice note? Can I get to the super chat? Right, yo. She's still going, yo.
Don't try it.
Can I get to the rest of the panel with the super chat? Can I get to the rest?
Listen, yeah.
Oh
he's laughing at players. Like how are you gonna do players that beat you home and away? That's what I want to know, innit? That's what I want to know. Let me know how Cristiano Ronaldo was in a squad that couldn't beat Benjani and Richard Dunn. Just like I'm done. You can come back.
You ain't done. Why are you lying? You're not done, innit? Are you done? Yeah. Are you sure you're done? Can I get to the super chat, please, babes? Can I do that? Yeah. Is that all right? Can I get to the super chat? Right. So to you, salute to I don't even remember who gave the super chat. Let me get to his name in that. AVFC, I think it said, but I'm just gonna stroll up. But yeah, he said, "Is Paul Dick of Manchester City's greatest ever striker?" Ryan, your thoughts? No, I said Ryan. Jesus, just relax.
My thoughts.
Sip that drink, man. Go get your hot chocolate or milkshake and just relax in it. You know what I'm saying? Go on, Ryan. Sorry.
As someone would put it, go have a Coke and a smile.
Yeah. Something like that. Go have some.
Because we all know. I don't have to answer who Man City's greatest ever striker is in terms of who I've seen anyway. So
yeah, just go off who you've seen because it's a super chat in it. So we have to go with it.
It's Aguero, but I never saw Paul Dickov play though. So he might have been better than Aguero. I don't know.
Nah, he wasn't in it. I've seen him play. I promise you, he wasn't better than Aguero.
Same to
you, Stephen. He's a Chelsea fan. Even worse. Okay.
See, I told you. I told you he wasn't United. I told you he wasn't United, but you wanted to send for us. He's not. You get me? You lot just wanted to drag United into it.
One league title before he got bought, and he's talking about how City got bought by Arabs. You need to thank Abramovich for getting you where you are, love. That's what you need to do.
Love, are you done now?
No history, because I'm not that ignorant. They do have a history, but their history.
I did put a comment under that one.
Yeah, one sec. I'm just trying to get some form of control over the show. That's all right. And see, you done now? Yeah, you finished. Are you finished or you done? All right. Yeah, I know my place is your show. Are you finished though? Can I continue the show and mediate, please?
I'm just saying. I just had to say that because I thought he was a United fan, and I was coming at him as a United fan.
I understand that. I knew you weren't a United fan.
I don't mind, but I'm not.
She got more bars in it.
Chelsea.
Ugly Grant, why did you say that? Now she got Chelsea bars in it. She got hella Chelsea disses now.
But the thing is, if you look at City's history and Chelsea's history before investment, then it speaks for itself.
She's gonna start talking about how Stamford Bridge almost got sold for £1 and blah blah blah. Right. So can I get to you, Stephen? Your thoughts? Is Paul Dick of Manchester City's greatest ever striker?
Nah, Aguero is better. Come on, he's got to be Aguero in it. Let's be honest. Adebayor was pretty good as a striker for City. His infamous goal to run there. But then again, reading into that story, I think that he was probably right for doing that. But yeah, that's for me, it's Aguero. It's got to be Aguero.
Can I just say
whatever you can say whatever you want, darling. Go on.
You don't know any City legends doesn't mean City don't have legends. That just means you don't know who they are.
Who said it? Yeah. Who said it in it?
Well, they ain't making films about Chelsea's legends. They made a whole film called The Keeper about Man City's keeper. So go watch that, and then we'll talk.
Who are you talking about? Who said it in it? You need to make sure you apply so we know.
I'm saying we don't have no legends. He don't know Colin Bell. He don't know these players. But the funny thing is, you knew these players who were playing at the same time, like George Best. George Best was playing at the same time as Colin Bell. The same time as all these legends. So it's funny how you only know some and you don't know others. But then all of a sudden we have no legends because your brain doesn't go and learn things before you come chatting rubbish. Like at the end of the day, I could say Man United have no legends and just pretend I've never heard of any of the players that I'm talking about. That don't mean we don't have no legends. That just means I don't know. Go watch The Keeper. That's one of them. Go watch The Keeper, and then after you've watched that, look up.
I actually want to watch that, to be honest.
Colin Bell died this year. Like everyone was.
R.I.P. Colin Bell still.
Him from every club. Man United fans were saying he was my favourite player. You know, outside of United, I used to go to City to watch him. Like, we have legends. It's just you don't know who them legends are. That's a you problem. You need to go research. I'm not here to tell you who Man City's legends are. I know who they are. So, yeah. It's what it is, isn't it?
All right. Big up my guy Deviant, who says these late night lives are a godsend to people who work nights. Yeah, man. Love to Deviant each and every time. Big up Stephen, who's in 2 places at once. He's not only on the live stream, he's in the chat. He says Liverpool went missing for 30 years from 91 to 2020. Let's go, Ryan, innit? Let's go. Don't have that, fam. Go on.
We won the Champions League in 2005.
Oh, he's got you there. How many Champions League you got is what he's saying.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, at least he played the 5th. He pled the fifth. Right, I think we've come to a close here. You know me, with an emphatic end. Make sure you follow Stephen on his channel, S Feetly TV. Let him know exactly what you got going on, actually, because you'll be able to explain it better than I can.
Yeah, we've got Arsenal watch-alongs. Started following the Arsenal women's until the F1 comes back, at least. And yeah, we do F1 stuff when that returns. 5th of March, we've got the Big Yellow Friday, CLDF's big fundraiser to raise money for Children's Liberties Foundation. So we're planning something big for that. Hopefully, Floyd, we can have you involved as well, and we can sort something out.
Yeah, we'll sort something out, definitely.
Yeah, and yeah, apart from that, we just liver awareness show is every Tuesday. We raise awareness for liver disease, whilst you can also raise awareness of any causes that you want to raise up as well. So it's not just liver as well. And yeah, so just come and if you got any issues, you can find me on Insta at Steve at S Feetly, which is there S Feetly, and yeah, on an Instagram. So yeah.
Same to you. That's Ryan, let them know where they can find you, what you got going on, etc. What it's like being a Liverpool fan, etc. You know, the whole nine.
Yeah, you can find me at Ryan_K1 on Twitter and at Ryan_K on Instagram. And yeah, my team's rubbish in it, so I'm done with this season. Just can't wait for it to end. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. And the lovely, beautiful black queen that is Yan City. So if you want to see where the league title's heading to, if you want history lessons, was also hit her up. Yan City, let them know where they can find you and what you've got going on.
All I can say is if you don't know who Colin Bell is, there's no point in having a conversation about legends. There's no point. There's literally no point. It is what it is, isn't it? Oh, yeah. You can find me. Do you know what? You can find me anywhere.
I'm going to come back again. This is cool.
Like, at the end of the day, people just need to stop coming for City when they don't know nothing about City. Don't know nothing about City, keep your mouth closed. That's all I'm saying. Just come on here and then don't mention who's top of the league. Don't mention City. Big up your little team in the comments, not us. But yeah, it's getting beyond the joke.
This is something she will agree with, even though they are a 10-point club with no history and all them takers there and no fans. It's calm. But yo, Yan City, I agree. I'm joking. Smile. You know I'm playing. Just smile. And see, I agree with this. Yan City, more content on your channel, please.
Dickov, yeah.
Can you take the compliment, please, before you go on to Paul Dickov?
Okay,
and answer the question, please. And when are we getting more content on your channel? Because I want more content on your channel. So what's going on?
Yeah, it'll be on there. I might just cuss out people. Like, I'll cuss out too many people, innit? It's what it is.
That's a great show. People have enjoyed this. Ask them in the you lot in the comments. One sec. You lot in the comments, let us know if you've enjoyed the end of the show and that. You know what I'm saying? See, look, people are even here quoting you and Deviant, a United fan. You know what I'm saying? People are quoting, look, she's loving it and that, showing all teeth and gums. Let's go in it.
The thing is, I don't mind people having banter and stuff, but how are you comparing a team that Man City came up to the Premier League to a team? That's like me comparing Aguero to when Chelsea was shit. Like it's ridiculous. Like
so like Aguero to like a Torre Andre Flo or something.
But this is the thing. Like I'm not doing that. Like when you finished 8th, am I going to compare you to City season last? You know when we got 100 points. Like it's ridiculous. At the end of the day.
This is funny.
This comment. Like, come on now.
Man, that's you missed the whole lot, Peter.
The thing is, City have legends. The thing is, you get legends when you go and win. People normally say legends are people that go out and win stuff for their team. So, because Man City went a long period of time without winning, in that period of time, obviously you're not going to have too many legends here and there. You will get the odd player that you're like, that's a legend, but most of them, unless they've stayed a ridiculous amount of time or something like that, you're not going to have legends. So, obviously, Man City's legends are always going to be before the 44 years and after the 44 years. The same way Man United's legends are before the 40 years or however long they went without a trophy and after. Do you know what I mean? Most teams work like that. You might have the odd legend, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be everyone. So if you look at City's legends, we do have a lot of legends, but they're more likely to be the ones that went and won us the European Cup Winners' Cup. you know what I mean, than teams that won us the second division. Obviously, the legends are going to be the people that won the European Cup Winners' Cup. Do you know what I mean? That's just how
Are you done? Yeah, you finished? Or are you going to keep going? You good?
No,
all I asked you was...
The thing is, everyone in history has their period of time where they don't win for shitloads of years. It happens all the time. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea had it too. So I don't know why Chelsea fans are acting in the comments like their team never had it. Theirs just ended a little bit sooner than City's in terms of a little bit earlier. But it ain't even that much sooner. So I just, you know what? I am done. Thank you for tuning in.
All I asked you was, wait, Yancy, the only question I asked you was when are you creating more content on your channel? And somehow that turned into what that turned into.
Before chatting about history.
I'm enjoying this history lesson. Let's go.
All I ask for, don't come on here chatting about history if you don't know your history. If you want to talk present, we can talk present. We can talk present if you want. Let's talk about where Man City are in the league. Let's talk about that.
Oh my God. Right. Where can they find you, Yancy? And when are you actually putting more content on your channel?
You can find me on here.
On Sarcasm City TV. She got 2 channels, Sarcasm City TV, and when you putting more content on Yancy ENT.
When I get time, innit?
All right, okay. When she gets time, people, well, you can catch her on here on Sarcasm City TV on a regular basis. She's got Gyardem City. She's on the Q&As. She's on Watch Alongs. Why are you not on? Where else? Gyardem City meets Man United when me and Yan City do the Manchester roundup, the Manchester Club roundup. So you'll see her on here.
She lasted longer than Arsenal did against Aston Villa.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. This is it.
We'll end on that.
This is it. No. We won't end on that because you couldn't even say that with chess. We'll end on this. Big on my guy Deviant who says new show coming soon. Yan City versus the people. I'm fucks with that, innit?
Yeah.
They want a new show.
Learn your history before change.
They want it. All right. Yeah, man. That'll be the tagline, innit? No. It'd be Yan City versus the people. It'd be learn your history before chatting shit. That's the tagline of the show.
Learn your damn history.
Yeah.
Come at me, innit? If you come with an educated thing, I'm all for it. I'm all for an educated thing. You've got Arsenal fans chatting shit. You've got Chelsea fans chatting shit.
Yo, Ryan, talk to your done in it. Ryan, talk to your peoples, man.
I'm for chatting shit, pretty much.
Yeah, I just wanted to let it roll out.
Get it off your chest, innit? She getting everything off those titties. Are you good, yeah? You good now? You're not finished. She's not done.
People are just mad in it because the team are shit right now. It's fine. It's cool. It happens to everyone. We were shit for years. You know, you'll be shit for years. It's fine. So it's what it is, isn't it?
All right. I don't even know how to follow
that. I don't know why to rattle me. Like, I'm not actually rattled. Like, I'm just annoyed that it's the same thing every time. It's annoying. Like, actually annoying. Oh, God. You say Arsenal should be chatting to Burnley, Brighton, and them, man, isn't it?
Wolves and them, man. Shout out to Mel and that. Yeah, and them, man.
Oi, don't disrespect Burnley.
That is very disrespectful to Burnley still. That is extremely disrespectful to Burnley. Yeah,
when they say Tapas Pulis, I go, they don't disrespect Tony Pulis.
Yeah, facts. I'm with you.
Zane, when was the last time you finished above Man City? Let me know in the comments, innit?
Oh, that's a good question still. Yeah, that's a good question, Zane. I want to see your response to that, Zane. Arsenal fan. Shout out my guy Zane.
When that probably happened. Clearly, you were in primary school when that happened. Like,
I know that's a Mazo. Yan City was in uni last time that happened, and that it's a Mazo. You know what I'm saying? She liked that one, didn't it? She liked that one. Look at her.
Now they actually did finish above us that season when Leicester won the league. To be fair.
When you was in uni, innit? Them times, innit? You was leaving uni, innit? Yeah, you was leaving uni. No, you left uni and graduated in that. You sent me the shot already. I turned up at your graduation. I remember it. All them years ago. I remember.
Yeah, 2016. But before that, it was a long time before that as well. So what? That's one.
Man is saying Wilshere over Foden, innit? What's your thoughts on that? That's what the ugly gram's saying.
What?
That's what he's saying. City youngsters can't chat to young Wilshere. He's saying young Wilshere over young Foden.
Oh, yeah.
This is the same youngsters that they're all banging on about Jadon Sancho. Where do you think Jadon Sancho comes from? Where do you think Ryan Giggs came from? Half of the youngsters that people don't even know played for City. Ben Mee played for City. Trippier played for City. There's pure players that came from City's academy. Just because you don't know that doesn't mean anything. Like, don't even put Wilshere in the same bracket as Yaya Toure. Right, I think
Wilshere couldn't even get off the medical bed.
Yeah, I don't think we should be having this show anymore because these people are uneducated.
How is it as a 16-year-old? You have an operation on your knee.
Seriously. Right, can I shout out the Sarcasm City TV members? Yeah, so shout out to everyone who signed up to the membership. Obviously, one of the perks is you get shout outs and Q&As. So big up Winter Surfer, Glazes out, S Featley TV, even though he's here. Ryan, who is also here. No Days Off 10, Abdi Mahmood, Neville B, Eugene Amagash, CJ Socials, my Don Deviant, and of course the lovely, never lost for words, Yancy. Well, yeah, big up to everyone who is a member. The membership is underneath the video as well. So you just click the link in the YouTube, right underneath the video in the YouTube description. The link is there for the membership. Make sure also you like the video. We should have hit 50 likes by now. After that, we definitely better have hit 50 likes. Make sure you like the video, share. If you want history lessons, go to Yan City socials and that. You know what I'm saying? No one is just drinking like that, quenching it first after all that talking. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you do. You love smiling when I talk Yan City because I'm great at what I do. It's cool, innit? But it's, we're back tomorrow. We're back tomorrow on the channel, Monday. So we're back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Gonna talk from the Arsenal with Cam Quill, talking all things Arsenal after the lost Aston Villa, previewing the game against, who you lot got on the weekend? I forgot.
Who, Arsenal?
Yeah, you Arsenal got on the weekend. I forgot.
Oh, we got Leeds United. Well, I was going to ask. I was asking Cam if he needed a guest for that.
Yeah, that's a new man, innit? Yeah, talk to Cam in it because them man are running that previewing the Arsenal Leeds game in it. So that's going to talk for Arsenal. Also, from a third eye view, we're live on Pi Radio tomorrow from a third eye view at 7 p.m. Myself, JV, and Stroh discussing all the Premier League action. So we go live on the Pi Radio, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, if you're in the Northwest, retune your DAB radios, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. from a third eye view. There's a playlist on this channel, actually. So if you want to watch old shows, playlist from a third eye view is on the channel. But yes, people, this has been the Sarcasm City. Just girl blocking people right at the end. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports. Yeah, it wasn't me. I don't block people for 5 minutes. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. She blocking bad people. This has been the stop going block happy. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.